Okay. Thank you. Bye. Well, yeah, we're just gonna record it. Yes. I did all I could, but she had it all set up.
Yeah, there's nothing more you can do. Sure, I'll be back around.
The service is really bad. Yeah, I hit call you about 20 seconds ago, and then it just started. Just did that.
Yeah.
So we're in a bowl here, so even though we got full bars and full Wi-Fi, it's just a mess here. So as far as connections, we didn't have it last time, but at least we got something. So
No, it's still Quint Landis isn't attached to them. I think he's the extra hitter today, so it's probably
I just wanted to tell you, the only thing I don't have are the files, the logo files. Okay, bye. Okay, thanks.
Back here at Jackie Robinson Field, strikeout. Hudson LaBarbera leading off the bottom of the fourth, swings and misses. And that's the first strikeout for Aiden Melendrez, who's in his fourth inning of work. So one out, bottom of the fourth, no score. And we discovered we had some connection issues on our broadcast. Josh Chavez strike one, had a base hit his last time up in the first inning. Pitches up high. 1-1. Curveball and a beauty. Swings and misses. 1-2. Quentin Landis is now catching. Brody Brown takes a seat. Fastball. And Otko tried to cut it off, but he couldn't do it. Off of his glove. And Chavez is on with an error. So that'll set up an inning-ending double play for Will Clowerty. Artin Bagian is playing for that double play. Second base. Slider in on the hands on Clowerty. Swings and misses. Ended the first inning, bouncing out to second base. Runner at first is Josh Chavez. Been on base twice for the Sentinels. Fastball right down the middle. 0-2. Or a strikeout would be good. Melendres looks over at Chavez, being held on by Tovar. Melendres into the stretch again, getting ready to deal to Clarity. Off speed pitch, and that's outside, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2. It's outside. 2-2. Couple of pitches outside. Melendres comes inside with something, either a fastball or a slider. The righty kicks and deals. Line drive, right to Cisneros. And getting back in time to first base is Josh Chavez. So it's two down. One on for the Sentinels. And Beckley, the left fielder, checks in. He popped out to Art Baggy in at short, just into short center field. Starts him off with a slider, and that's low and away. 1-0. Another slider, and that's strike. 1-1. So here we were talking about how beautiful Arroyo Seco is. The Rose Bowl's over there. Jackie Robinson Field is right here. The Aquatic Center is just across the sidewalk over there. Pitches in the dirt. Nice stop by Landis. 2-1. Then you have Brookside Golf Course. Just to the west of the Rose Bowl. But they sure don't have good cell service here. Pitch is inside. Called strike two. Now it's 2-2 to Beckley. Runner at first is Josh Chavez. On the error by third baseman Madanako. In on the hands, high in the air to left field. Robbie Treto waiting to come down. And it settles in. So the error doesn't hurt just on the scorecard. And a runner left. We'll go to the top of the fifth inning. No score. Pirates and Sentinels. How you doing? Well, Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club on YouTube. But because of where we are, our signal isn't getting out too good. So, but we're recording it. He's pitching. Is that Noah or Wyatt? Okay. Oh. No problem. I'm Lou Stowers. Nice to meet you, Chris. Bottom of the fifth, just about ready to start. It'll be Sean Mann, Omar Cisneros, and Dan Lockery to face the new pitcher for the Sentinels, Wyatt Zadorian. Wyatt's dad, Chris, came over and said hi, and asked where he could find the baseball game. It's on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Sean is 0 for 1, struck out. And Zadorian, the tall, lanky lefty, fastball outside. Ground ball up the middle, and a leadoff hit for Sean Mann. Mann, one of the team leaders for the Pirates. Seems that how Captain Mann goes, the ship goes. Omar Cisneros steps in. He's 0 for 1. Bounced out to shortstop. Now the sun trying to make an appearance today. This one's line over the head of Sean Mann and into right field. Mann puts on the brakes and stops in second. And nobody out, two on for the Pirates. Nice at bat by Omar Cisneros, who took that outside pitch and just lined it into right field. That brings up Dan Lockery. Boy, what an opportunity for Dan. Bunts it back to the pitcher. Zadorian has only one play and throws it over to first. And now two Pirates are in scoring position. Sacrifice works. 1-3. That'll bring up Madden Akko. Has a chance to make up for that error at third base and the bottom of the fourth. Pardon me. There you hear Dad Akko whistling encouragement. That's the wind. Something. I have to turn that mic off. Ball one to Akko up high. Fouled straight back. So that meant he was right on it. It's 1-1. There we go. Oops. Yeah. Turned off the wind. Here comes the pitch to Akko. And that's low. Should be 3-1. With nobody out, runners at second and third for the Pirates. Otko sends it high in the air in center field. Tommy Castillo comes in. It's shallow, and Sean Mann doesn't come in, and it's a good thing because a good throw by Castillo into home plate. So one down. The fly ball wasn't deep enough to score anybody. Camden Andrews catching for the Sentinel. First pitch from Zadorian is a ball to Bagian. Zadorian comes in and gets in trouble right away, but now has a 1-1 count on Bagian after swinging and missing on that fastball. Now the sun is out. It's beauty. Slow roller across, and down goes Baggian and the Pirates. Well, they had runners in scoring position and second and third with one out and couldn't cash it in. 6-3 on the putout. No runs on 2 hits and 2 left. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th inning with the score knotted at 0, Pirates and Sentinels. Bottom of the 5th, 1 out. Aiden Salcedo grounds it to second. Cisneros picks it up, sidearms it over to Tovar, and that's 2 down. 4-3 on the putout. Jacob Juarez out on the mound now for the Pirates. Melendrez going 4 innings, giving up no runs on 3 hits and struck out 1. Fastball pops the glove. The sun's out and we got a little breeze that unfurls Old Glory and the California Grizzly, going from third base to first base. Fastball, and that's grounded to Bagian. Makes the long throw over, and 1-2-3. Juarez puts down the Sentinels. 6-3 on the putout. But the Pirates, who wasted an opportunity in the top of the inning, have another chance to do it in the 6th inning. No score. Top of the 5th we go. It'll be the top of the order for the Pirates. Quint Landis, Jackson Benatar, and Andrew Tovar to face Walt Zadorian in his 2nd inning of work. Landis has struck out twice. Was a tough luck strikeout in the 3rd inning. An 8-pitch at bat and some hard foul balls as he looks at ball 1. Fastball, and that's sent down the right field line foul. 1-1. The sun decided to come out, and it's a nice day in Pasadena. Blue skies, white puffy clouds. A nice hole over Jackie Robinson Stadium. Ball outside, it's 2-1 to Landis. Popped up on the infield, first base line, and the catcher, Camden Andrews, puts it away. That'll bring up Jackson Benatar. Jackson is 1 for 2. Had a base hit in the 1st inning, and then was picked off by starter Ryder Gardner. Looks at ball 1. One down, top of the 6th. No score. Fastball, and that's fouled straight back. 1-1. Glad you joined us on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. This one is sent high into center field, and that's going to send the outfielder back, and that gets over the head of Tommy Castillo. By the time he catches up with it in the warning track, Jackson Benatar is on second with a one-out double. And that'll bring up Andrew Tovar. He's 1 for 2. Flew out to center in the second, had a base hit and was stranded in the fourth. So now he has a Pirate on the pond. As Tovar looking down at George Verneau getting the signals. Now Wyatt Zadorian said, "That was too long. I'm stepping off the rubber." Benatar with his black running glove on his left hand. Now the cat and mouse game between Zadorian and Tovar. Slider, and that's outside. So 1-0 with one down. Tovar, I said he was 1 for 2. He's actually 0 for 2. But back up the first base side was Zadorian getting to the ball, and he has one play as Tovar was going for a base hit. But it's a sacrifice. 1-3 on the putout. Zadorian making a nice play. He's a left-hander and falls towards third base. Tovar pulled the bunt between the pitcher's mound and the first baseline, and Zadorian made a good play to go back and get it. So 2 down. Brody Brown looks at the first pitch to him outside. Now Brody is 1 for 2. With a base hit to center field. He needs another base hit to knock in Benatar, third base. Runner at third, 2 outs. Breaking ball in for a strike. 2-1. Two outs, top of the sixth, and that pitch is low. Camden Andrews had to pounce on that one before it went 5-hole. So 3-1 now to Brody Brown. If that gets by Andrews, Benatar comes in to score. This one's fouled off. It was a slider that came in on the hands. Nice one by Zadorian because it started outside and came in. So 3-2 now to Brody Brown. 2 down, runner at third. Zadorian. His pitch is sent into right center field, and that's an RBI hit for Brody Brown. It's 1-0 Pirates as Benatar spikes the plate. A good bit of hitting by Brody Brown, taking that breaking ball and sending it the other way. Robbie Treto up, looks at ball one, and snap throw down to first by Andrews to La Barbera, and Brody Brown gets back. RBI single by Brody Brown in the inning scores Benatar. And this one's hit high in the air to center field, and Tommy Castillo puts that away. That ends the top of the sixth for the Pirates, and that breaks the goose egg. 1 run on 2 hits and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the sixth with the Pirates leading 1-0 over the Sentinels. Bottom of the sixth we go. It's 1-0 in favor of the Pirates. Tommy Colbranson, followed by the top of the order, Brian Richmond and Andrew Pyle, against Jacob Juarez in his second inning of work. Again, Quentin Landis is behind the plate. So Brody Brown becomes the extra hitter. 1-0, now 2-0. Swing and a miss on a nice change of speed, and it's 2-1. Colbranson with the base hit back in the third inning, and it was the front end of a 6-4-3 inning-ending double play. Just outside. 3-1. Juarez doesn't want to give a walk to the leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss on a nice fastball. 3-2. Actually, that was strike 3. So first strikeout for Juarez. That brings up the top of the order, and Brian Richmond. Look out, way inside. 1-0 to Richmond. Brian is 0 for 2, flew out to right field, and then was the back end of that 6-4-3 double play that ended the third. Into the stretch. Not from the windup for Juarez. Curveball. And it's 2-0. Bottom of the sixth, Pirates, with a run in the top of the inning, take the lead. 1-0. That breaking ball gets by Landis, and it's 3-0. Fastball, and that's right down the middle. Taking all the way is Richmond. 3-1. One out, 3-1. Juarez deals, and that slider is outside. So Juarez gives up a one-out walk. That'll bring up Andrew Pyle. Tovar holding on Richmond at first. Juarez, the left-hander, staring straight at Richmond. Fastball inside, but swung on a miss by Pyle. Well, that thing came in bigger than a beach ball. Just couldn't resist that. Today be a good day for a beach ball. Runner at first is Richmond. Tovar holding him on. Pickoff move, and Richmond is back. Oh and 1 to Pyle. Runner at first, swing and a miss on a fastball. And Pyle is upset at himself for missing that one. You can look out in center field. There is no wind now, as Old Glory is resting on the fence. Juarez looks at Richmond. Fastball, and that's way outside. Gets by Landis for the wild pitch. And look out, Richmond making a long throw. Landis making a nice throw. Actually, Richmond making a long turn, wide turn. So wild pitch gets Richmond to second. And it's 1-2. Pyle bouncing on his knees. Fastball, and that's sent up high and foul. Tovar giving it a chase. Puts it away. Nice over-the-shoulder catch. Tagging and running down to third. And making it is Brian Richmond. But Tovar made it close with a nice throw down to Madanako. So a pop-up in foul territory to Adam Pyle, but it's just like a bunt. Tovar could have let it fall and kept the runner at third, but it's 2 outs. Especially when you got the third batter in, and here the ball gets away from Landis, and in to score and tie the game is Brian Richmond. Another wide pitch that Landis couldn't handle. So an unearned run comes back to bite the Pirates. That happened in the doubleheader on Saturday. Too many walks, too many hit batters, and too many unearned runs. Pitch to La Barbera is a ball in the meantime. And it's 1-1. Pirates and Sentinels. Change up, swung on and missed. And that unearned run came with 2 down. Pitch is in for a strike. It's 1-2. Juarez with the 1-2, and this one sent high into the air into left field. Treto underneath it, waits for it to come down, and that's the third out of the inning. But a run on no hits and nobody left. We go to the top of the seventh, 1-1, Pirates and Sentinels. Top of the seventh inning, Sean Mann will step in. It'll be Mann, followed by Omar Cisneros and Dan Lockery. Sorry about that. Unplugged myself. It's 1-0. Now 2-0. Wyatt Zadorian in his third inning of work. Boy, the Pirates had a golden opportunity last time Sean Mann was up, and he sends this one on the ground past a diving Chavez. So a leadoff runner is on with no outs. Well, of course, he's a leadoff hitter. So Sean Mann is 2 for 3. Had a base hit back in the fifth inning and was stranded at third base, along with Omar Cisneros at second base. Mann with a decent lead, being held on by Hudson LaBarbera. Zadorian with the pitch and trying to bunt was Cisneros, but he fouls it up the first baseline. 0-1. Seventh hit of the day for the Pirates. They've also stranded 5. 3 of them in scoring position. Cisneros goes up the line to talk to George Vrano. Scotty Egan is coaching at first base. And Egan called it. Mann's back on the bag. Sorry, I couldn't keep it in. Egan doesn't know how to whisper. Here comes Cisneros, or the pitch to Cisneros, and that's low. 1-1 to Omar. Omar doing a good job out at second base today. Sean Mann with a decent lead. Here's the pitch. It's grounded up the middle and on to second, or a double play, 6-3 double play. Cole Branson picked up the ground ball over second base. All he had to do was touch second and then fire on to first. So 2 outs and no on for Dan Lockery. And he grounds this one to Cole Branson, and he kicks this one. Maybe that one was too easy, Dad. So Lockery is on the error. That'll bring up a pinch hitter for Madden Akko. Jovan Camacho. Lefty against lefty. As George Verneau trying to get something going. Jovan got the first part of the day off, and there goes Mann stealing second. Goes into center field. Look out. The Sentinels backing up. Terrific. Sean Mann taking advantage of the wide pitch, or the inside pitch, to the lefty hitting Camacho. Or that's Dan Lockery, excuse me. Lockery steals the base. This one's high in the strike zone and fouled back, or fouled just past the Sentinel dugout. So 1-1 to Camacho. Runner at second. Zadorian almost hit him. 2-1. Zadorian, even though he's only given up a run, has been in trouble every inning. High hopper picked up by Chavez, throws it across to La Barbera, and that'll end the threat. 5-3 on the putout. A runner left in scoring position again for the Pirates. No runs on a hit, and a man left, and a stolen base by Dan Lockery. 7th inning stretch time. 1-1, Pirates and Sentinels. Bottom of the 7th inning we go. Sentinels coming up against Jacob Juarez. And it'll be Josh Chavez, Will Clarity, and Blake Beckley. First pitch is a breaking ball outside. Juarez in his 3rd inning of work. Swings and misses, and it's 1-1. Fastball, just a bit high, and it's 2-1 to Chavez. Josh with a base hit in the 1st inning and was on an error in the 4th. Grounds this ball to first base, and Tovar tosses it to Juarez for the first out of the inning. 3-1 on the putout. And that'll bring up the right fielder, Will Clarity. So it'll be lefty against lefty. First pitch is way outside. Brody Brown is back at catcher. One and 0 to Clarity. Here comes the 1-0. And that hit him. Juarez has been a little bit wild today, with 2 wild pitches and now a hit batsman. He walked Brian Richmond, who came around to score on a couple of wild pitches. So an unearned run for the Sentinels tied up the game. Blake Beckley looks at ball 1. With 1 down, just a bit inside, 2-0. Beckley is 0 for 2. Popped out to short and flew out to left field. Low, ball 3. Three and 0 to Beckley. Runner at first. Will Clarity was hit by the pitch. 1 down. Bottom of the 7th. Inside, ball 4. So both runners on base without the benefit of a hit. And George Verneau goes out to talk to Juarez. He might make a move right now. Not yet. Calling a Pirates meeting on the poop deck. Meanwhile, it'll be Tommy Castillo to face Juarez. There's the Pirates bat boy, Arlen Ruff. He's a Ruff customer. He and his brother Asher Ruff are a Ruff combination. All right, I'll dispense with the Ruff jokes. Dion Fenderson, the home plate umpire, went out and broke it up. So it's time to play baseball again. Tommy Castillo for the Sentinels with Will Clowerty at second. Ground ball into the hole between third and short and into left field. Here comes Clowerty to score. The throw is late, and it's 2-1 Sentinels on the RBI single by Tommy Castillo. So runners still at first and second, only one out. That brings up Aiden Salcedo. Nice stop by Brody Brown to stop that pitch in the dirt. 1-0 to Salcedo. Aiden is 1 for 2, had a base hit back in the second inning. Juarez looking at the runners at first and second. Fastball outside, 2-0. Aiden Melendrez went the first 4, gave up no runs on 3 hits and struck out 1. Snap throw down to second from Brody Brown to Artem Bagian. And back in time is Beckley. Meanwhile, it's 3-0 to Aiden Salcedo. Juarez 1 pitch away from loading them up. This is a fastball taking all the way is Salcedo. It's 3-1. Right down the middle. Way outside, ball 4. Now the bases are loaded. Beckley goes to third. Castillo to second. And Salcedo, who just walked, is on first. George Verneau has seen enough, and he's going to make a pitching change. The score is 2-1. Sentinels over the Pirates. Another runner who did not get on with the benefit of a hit came around to score on the single by Tommy Castillo. So Juarez goes 2 1/3. And we'll be right back. Love these camouflage jerseys, but it's tough to see the numbers on them. It's not DeAndre Carter, it's another lefty. Chris Lozano, 5'10", 185-pounder. Went to Glendale College, used up his 2 years, and now he's looking for a place to go for 2 more years, at least. So Chris Lozano inherits a mess. Bases loaded, only one out and a run in for the Sentinels. And Lozano will get quite a bit of time to warm up because George Furneaux didn't really have anybody in the bullpen. So meanwhile, the infield doing their pre-inning warm-ups. And Lozano looks to be ready. The Sentinels tied the game at 1 back in the 6th inning with a walk to Brian Richmond, 2 wild pitches, and that scored the run. Then in this inning, the bottom of the 7th, with 1 down, Will Clougherty was hit by the pitch. He eventually came around on the RBI single by Tommy Castillo. So both runs were scored by Sentinels who didn't get on a hit. First pitch by Lozano is swung on and fouled back by Camden Andrews. Andrews, the catcher for the Sentinels today. And that one bounces by Brody Brown, and that'll score the run on a wild pitch. So that makes it 3-1 Sentinels. Runners also move up 90 feet each. So Castillo's now at third, Saucedo at second. Another outside ball. 2-1. Curveball, and that did not find the strike zone. 3-1. Runners at second and third. And look out, the ball squirted away from Brody Brown, who blocked that pitch in the dirt very nicely. But the bases are loaded again on ball 4. Quentin Landis is now at second base for Omar Cisneros. That brings up Tommy Cole-Branson. Pitch is low. What a note to Cole-Branson, who is 1 for 2. Lozano just coming in. Curveball hits the strike zone, 1-1. Castillo had the RBI single, is at third. Saucedo is at second, and Andrews is at first. Cole-Branson couldn't hold up on that swing. So it's 1-2. Strikeout would be nice for the Pirates. Bases loaded, only 1 out. And this one is grounded up the third baseline, and it just spun like a top and went maybe 15, 20 feet up the third baseline, and that scores the run. So it's a line drive in the scorebook for Cole Branson, and it's 4-1 in favor of the Sentinels on the RBI squib. Cole Branson will take it. Third batter being faced now by Lozano, and that's the top of the order, Brian Richmond. Curveball finds the strike zone, 0-1. So the ball sometimes just doesn't bounce your way. Pulled into right field for a base hit for Richmond. Here comes Salcedo to score, and sliding in and out at the plate is Camden Andrews. But a run does score on a nice throw by Jackson Benatar to Brody Brown. So 9-2 on the putout, but the run scores on the RBI single by Richmond. And Richmond takes second on the throw. Cole Branson is now at third. Two down now. And another nice stop by Brody Brown. Andrew Pyle at the plate. 1-1. Curveball. Strike two. Check that. Strike one. Now it's 1-1 with two down. Runners at second and third. And 4 runs in for the Sentinels. Lozano's pitch, and that's low. 2-1. And another good stop by Brody Brown. Cole Branson is at third. Richmond is at second. And Lozano's pitch comes in on a bounce, and Brody Brown had to block that one. So it's 3-1 to Pyle. Lozano 1 out away from getting out of this mess. Now he's 1 strike away as that curveball bends in for strike two. 3-2. Fastball, and that's fouled at the plate. Remains 3-2. So the Pirates victimizing themselves again. The hit batsman and a 2-3 walks all come in to score. Lozano's pitch, and that's sent into right field. Coming on in a hurry is Benatar, and that's the third out of the inning. But 8 Sentinels come to the plate in the bottom of the 7th, and they get 4 runs on only 3 hits and leave 2. And we'll go to the top of the 8th inning with the Pirates trailing the Sentinels now 5-1. Sentinels have a new pitcher to start off the 8th inning, number 99, Jonathan Sywicki. And the first batter for the Pirates just popped out to shortstop. And we'll try to find out who number 5 is. Quint Landis, Jackson Benatar, and Andrew Tovar. Tovar if Landis or Jackson gets on. Line drive, just foul down the left field line. Bottom of the 8th inning, Sentinels with a 5-1 lead over the Pirates in Pasadena. Landis looking to get something going. Started out as catcher. Now he's playing second base. Pitch is outside, 2-1. So Landis is on with a 1-out walk, and that'll bring up Jackson Benatar. Jackson Benatar steps in with 1 out and 1 on. Landis is at first. One and 1 to Benatar. Scored the only Pirate run in the 6th inning after doubling with 1 out. Brody Brown with the RBI single. This is lined down into left field for a base hit. And Landis makes a wide turn at second. So with 1 down, the Pirates have something going again. And that'll bring up Andrew Tovar. So Tovar has a chance to get the Pirates back in the ball game. And this one hits him. Andrew really didn't try to get out of the way. Or did he? He'll never tell. He's hit by the pitch from Sywicki. That's the first hit batter for the Sentinels. And the Pirates will take it. Brody Brown steps in with the bases loaded and 1 out. Inside with the fastball. Almost hit Brown. Brody is 2 for 3. Had the RBI single back in the 6th inning. Has a chance for a couple of more at least. Top of the 8th inning, 5-1 Sentinels. And Brown holds up a swing, 2-0. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here comes the 2-0, and that's up high. Brody showing some good patience up there. Fastball, and that's low. And Brody Brown did it right. He waited for the umpire to call. And a bases loaded walk scores a run. So an unearned run for the Pirates. No, thank you. That was nice. Tommy Cole Branson's dad offering this old broadcaster a water. As Nico Calderado is on the mound. You're from the OC? I'm from Huntington Beach.
No, we live in Newport.
Newport. Okay, just down the road. So kind of sort of my neighbor.
Yeah, to get together.
Yeah.
What is the score?
The score is 5-2. Pirates, top of the 8th inning. Had to correct that there. And Jesse Gadd comes in for Robbie Trato. So for Siwecki, things just got a little worse. Giving up an unearned run, and now Jesse Gadd comes up. And he's looking to get 4 on the board. And that would give the Pirates the lead. 1-0 to Jesse with 1 out, and the bases loaded. Jonathan Siwecki on the mound. Kicks and deals. This is low and in the dirt. 2-0. To Jesse Gadd. No wind. Bases loaded for the Pirates. Low and outside. 3-0. Doesn't get any easier for Siwecki as Sean Mann is on deck. So here comes the 3-0, and that's inside, and that walks in another run. Tovar comes in from third base. Brody Brown is at second. Or check that, Jackson Benatar scores. Andrew Tovar is at third. Brody Brown is at second. And Jesse Gadd is at first. And that'll bring up Sean Mann. Ball 1. 5-3 is the score. Pirates trailing. They have 2 runs in. Sean Mann, who's 2 for 3, looking to get some more. Holds up on a curveball, but that finds a strike zone, 1-1. Jonathan Saiwecki, tall, lanky right-hander with a 2-0 pitch, curveball, and that's inside. 2-1. Two and one, bases loaded. Only 1 out. Pirates trying to make another comeback. Foul tipped into the glove of Andrews, and it's 2-2. Two and two. Man just trying to make contact against Saiwecki with the bases loaded and 1 out. Top of the 8th inning, 2 runs in. Here's the pitch. Curveball is grounded on a nice hop to Chavez onto second to 1 and onto first. Safe. So on the fielder's choice, Tovar comes home to make it 5-4. Pirates train the Sentinels. Gadd is out 5-3, and with that big cloud of dust, made it real hard for the turn throw from Brian Richmond over to Hudson LaBarbera. So Mann is on a fielder's choice, so no RBI. But it's 5-4. Look out, that hit him. And him being Omar Cisneros. Second hit batter for Saiwecki, and the bases get loaded again. Two down. And the tying run is at third base for the Pirates. Brody Brown is there. Go-ahead run is Sean Mann at second. And Dan Lockery holds up on a curveball inside. 1-0 to Lockery. Bases loaded, and he's just itching to break out of a little slump. Another breaking ball, and that's low. 2-0 to Lockery. It's 0 for 1, excuse me. Had a sacrifice back in the 5th. Put runners at second and third, but the Pirates couldn't cash it in. Fastball, and that's called inside. 3-0 to Dan Lockery. Brown at third. Mann at second. Cisneros at first. Fastball, and taking all the way is Lockery. Is 3-1. 2 down. Bases loaded. 5-4. Pirates trail. Looking for that rabbit in the hat to tie up the game. Outside, ball 4. That walks in a run. And that ties the game at 5 as Brody Brown steps on the plate. Sean Mann comes down to third. Cisneros to second. And Lockery with the RBI walk ties the game at 5. And that brings in Jovan Camacho, who looks at ball 1. So Saiwecki can't find the plate, and that's just fine with the Pirates. This one bounces off of Andrews, and look out, here comes Sean Mann on the wild pitch, scoring the go-ahead run. 6-5 Pirates over the Sentinels. Down to third base goes Cisneros, and to second base goes Lockery. So that leaves first base open. But Camacho, wanting to get some insurance runs, has 2 Pirates in scoring position. Two and 0 to Camacho. Fastball is in for a strike, 2-1. With 2 down, 5 runs in for the Pirates. This is after 4 were scored by the Sentinel in the bottom of the 7th. Tricky hop, and it was knocked down by La Barbera, and he takes it to the bag himself. But the Pirates send 10 Pirates to the plate. They get 5 runs on 1 hit and leave 2. And we'll go to the bottom of the 8th inning with the score 6-5 in favor of the Pirates.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hello, doggies. Oh, look at that. We got some cute puppy dogs here. Wait a minute, Mom. No, you're getting a back scratch.
Bottom at 8.
So, Mr. Cole Branson,
Yes, sir.
where did Tommy go to high school? Newport Harbor?
J. Sarah.
Hmm?
J. Sarah.
Oh, J. Sarah. Where's he going to college?
He's at St. Thomas now in Minnesota.
Oh, okay. It's a D2 school, right?
But
It's a D2 school?
D1.
Okay.
It was D3 2 years ago.
Right, yeah.
Went D1 his freshman year. But it's not working for him. He's not playing. So I think he's going to end up back here, LA school. He's got
Well,
some
that's good.
decent prospects, so hopefully everything works out.
Oh, I'll bet. Hudson La Barbera, Josh Chavez, and Will Clarity in to face Chris Lozano. In on his second inning of work. Came in with 1 out in the bottom of the 7th. In the big 4-run inning for the Sentinels. And it's 1-1 to Andrew. Fastball and bounces into Brown. Swing and a miss on an off-speed pitch. And it's strike 2. 1-2. So 9 runs scored by both teams, bottom of the 7th and top of the 8th. La Barbera is locked and loaded, but no! Curveball bites off the outside corner, and La Barbera didn't think so. But first strikeout for Lozano, and that's a big one. If the Pirates can stop the Sentinels in this inning, That would be a huge boost. Josh Chavez and Will Clarity have something to say about that. Curveball in for a strike. So Lozano really wasn't warmed up. This is a curveball, and that's trouble, but not for Quint Landis, who flags it down in short right field. Nice play by Quint. Little basket catch. Makes it 2 down. Quint's inner Willie Mays. Will Clarity was hit by a pitch back in the 7th and came around to score. And Lozano pitches one in the dirt, gets away from Brown, but no one's on base. Two down, 1-0 to Clarity. 6-5 Pirates. And this one just bounces by everybody. But these aren't hurting. Except in the pride department. So Clarity steps back in. And Lozano getting a sign from Brody Brown. Here comes the 2-0. Fastball, and that's just high. So 3-0 to Clarity. Pulled it back to bunt. Pulled it back in time. But it was a fastball right down the middle. 3-1. Two outs, 3-1. Here's the big pitch, a curveball, and that's inside. So the tying run reaches first base, and Blake Beckley steps in. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Came around to score on a wild pitch. Clarity with a short lead, but I'm sure he's got some speed over there. Being held on by Jesse Gadd. This one's pop foul, goes over us and into the trees. Gadd came on as a pinch hitter in the top of the 8th and takes over at first for Andrew Tovar. Fastball outside. One and 0 to Beckley. Over at first is Clarity. There he goes. The pitch is a strike, and the throw is late. And Clarity stole that one off of Lozano. That one wasn't even close. Clarity was at least a third of the way to second before Lozano even got rid of that pitch. Bouncer on a hop to Bagian over to Gadd, and that'll do it. So the walk and stolen base don't hurt. 6-3 on the putout. And that's good news for the Pirates. No runs, no hits, and a man left. And we'll go to the top of the 9th inning with the Pirates, with some late inning heroics, have a 6-5 lead over the Sentinels. Aiden Salcedo now at third base for Josh Chavez for the Sentinels. Have a new pitcher, Noah Castillo, in to pitch. And Andrew Buglino, who was the pinch hitter for Artem Bagian, stays in. Buglino pops it up foul. Out of play. Buglino flew out to shortstop to end fouled back, 2-1. Quint Landis is on deck. Yeah, Andrew Buglino came on to pinch hit and ended the inning. Actually, it was Jovan Camacho. Buglino started the inning with a fly out to shortstop. And now he strikes out to Noah Castillo. Jonathan Saiwicki went only one inning but gave up 5 runs. None of them were earned on only one hit. Didn't have a strikeout, walked 4, had a wild pitch that scored a run, and 2 hit batsmen. So 1 down, and Quint Landis swings and misses, strike 1. Here comes the 0-1. Now it's 0-2 as Landis couldn't find that curveball. And thanks for watching Ventura County Pirates Baseball on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. Fastball, and that gets by Andrews on the strike, but he'll throw a strike down to Hudson LaBarbera. So a strikeout, 2-3. And that'll bring up Jackson Benatar. I'm sure the Pirates would love to have an insurance run, but they have been coming back all season long and winning one-run games. Fastball is low, 1-0. But in this game, something that probably is going to frustrate George Verneau all night long and into Wednesday for the next game. 5 runners left in scoring position out of the 6 left on base. Check that, 8. Fastball bounces into Andrews. 3-0. Two down to Benatar. Castillo with a 3-0. Benatar looking to get on somehow. Fastball right down the middle as Benatar taken all the way. So it's 3-1. Three, 1. Grounded foul up the third baseline. Now it's 3-2. Man, what a beautiful day in Pasadena. No matter what you want to do, go for a walk around the Arroyo Seco, look at the Rose Bowl, take any game during the fall, round of golf, swim in the pool, or be right here at Jackie Robinson Stadium as Benatar swings and misses, and Castillo comes in and strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, nobody left for the Pirates. They lead the Sentinels 6-5, and it'll be last call for them coming up in the bottom of the ninth. Some defensive changes for the Pirates on the infield. Jesse Gadd is at third. Omar Cisnero at short. Quint Landis at second. And Andrew Tovar goes back in at first base. Chris Lozano comes back in. For his second plus inning of work. First pitch to Tommy Castillo is fouled straight back. 0-1. Bottom of the ninth inning. Pirates giving the Sentinels a little bit of their own medicine. Well, I don't know if you'd like that medicine. Strike two, 0-2 to Castillo. But the Pirates scored 5 runs with only 1 hit. Fastball is low by Lozano, 1-2. Three walks, 2 hit batsmen. 1 hit equals 5 runs. Castillo holds up on that one. Now it's 2-2. Brody Brown asking the first base umpire, did Castillo go around? And Alan Alvarez said no. Next pitch settles in low, and it's 3-2 to the leadoff man in the bottom of the ninth inning, Tommy Castillo. Aiden Salcedo, then Camden Andrews. This is bounced to shortstop. Landis over to Tovar, and it's 1 down. Four to 3 on the put out, and that brings up Salcedo. And Lozano and the Pirates are a couple of outs away from escaping with an ugly win. But they'll take it. Fastball is low. What a note to Salcedo. 2-0. Salcedo today is 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored. Looks at strike one, 2-1. Still a hitter's count at 2-1. Curveball, and that bends in, hits the strike zone, 2-2. Saucedo had a base hit to right in the second inning and then was doubled off on a line drive to the second baseman. Here comes the 2-2. Fastball, little late on it, picked up by Tovar. Tovar flips to Lozano, and that gets him. 2 down. Nifty play by the Pirates. 3-1 on the putout. Salcedo caught up with that ball, that pitch, and hit it to Tovar. And then Lozano came off the mound quick as a cat to get the throw. So 2 down. Camden Andrews, the catcher today for the Sentinels. Curveball in for a strike. That's definitely been Chris Lozano's best pitch. Came in a little wild in relief of Jacob Juarez, who's even wilder. Inside, look out. 1-1. As the Pirates gave up 4 runs on only 1 hit in the bottom of the 7th. Curveball, and that's low. So 2-1 to Camden Andrews. With 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. Lozano looking to close it out. Has a 2-1 count on Camden Andrews. Curveball, strike 2. So it's match point now for the Pirates on the Sentinels. 6-5 Pirates lead, 2 outs, 2-2, bottom of the 9th inning. 2 outs. Camden Andrews waits for the pitch from Chris Lozano. Fastball, and that's whacked into center field for a 2-out hit. So the tying run is on at first base for Arroyo Seco. That'll bring up Tommy Cole-Branson. Going to get a pinch runner for Camden Andrews. It'll be the last out, Aiden Salcedo. Tommy Cole-Branson represents the winning run. Curveball is inside. 1-0. George Vrano maybe wants a clarification on the pinch runner. Comes out and talks to Dion Fenderson. Yeah, he's pointing down at second base. Wants a clarification on what the heck he's doing out there. He being Salcedo. Now Nickel Calderado, the head coach for the Sentinels, is pleading his case from the third base dugout. Alan Alvarez, the base coach, is trying to mediate. That'll be Camden Andrews. coming in to run, because he was the last out behind Tommy Cole Branson.
The guy who's on first was the guy that got the hit.
Ah. So Camden Andrews has to go back. So Nico Calderado is saying he wants to put in a courtesy runner. And George says, "Nuh-uh, not so fast, my friend."
First pitch will be looking pretty good, I think.
So just some notes on Tommy Cole Branson. You just never know who you're going to run into. Southern California is loaded with the top baseball players in the country. As a matter of fact, there's no room for them to play in college in Southern California, so they've been going to SEC schools and other schools around the country, like Cole Branson, who went to J. Sarah and St. Thomas in Minnesota, that went from D2 up to D1, but now he's looking for a spot here in SoCal.
Tommy's high school team had 13 D1 commits.
Can hear Tommy's dad in the background. 13 D1 commits out of, what would that have been? The 2020, 2021 class? 2021 class. Man. Okay, so we've got that settled. Cam Andrews back at first base. And a high fly ball into center field. Lockery goes back to the wall and makes the catch. Dan Lockery saves the day for the Pirates. Not quite taking a home run away. Tommy Cole Branson was a foot away from winning the game with a home run in the bottom of the ninth. But the Redbird from Illinois State University robs Cole Branson and the Sentinels. And they survive another one, 6-5 over the Sentinels. What a ball game. Man, oh man. You got to come out and watch these guys. Go to the Ventura County Pirates website and you can see the schedule and meet the players as well on the roster. So, no runs on one hit and one left in the bottom of the ninth inning. And the Pirates come away with another exciting one. Probably taking another year off of George Verneau's life with that one. And it's 6-5. The victory makes the Pirates 9-2. The Sentinels fall to 7-4. So it's 6 runs on 7 hits. And 1 error for the Pirates. 5 runs on 9 hits for the Pirates, or for the Sentinels, excuse me. And 2 errors committed, and check that, 1 error committed by the Pirates. The winning pitcher is Chris Lozano. The losing pitcher is Jonathan Saiwecki. So Lozano comes out and pitches 2 2/3 innings for the wins, or win. Gets 1 strikeout. Doesn't give up. I gave up the 1 hit in the bottom of the ninth. 1 strikeout. Check that. He gave up 2 hits. walked 2, struck out 1. So congratulations to Lozano with his nasty curveball. Getting the win the hard way, 6-5. The Pirates win over the Sentinels in Pasadena, Jackie Robinson Park. Well, this is Lou Stowers saying thanks for joining us on the Ventura County Pirates Baseball Club YouTube channel. And until next time, so long.